Welcome to the Journey Show. Today on the show, we're talking coffee, cafes, and Christmas. Let's get started. Well, hello, welcome to the Journey Show. My name's Mark, and this week our neighbors and friends to the south, they're celebrating Thanksgiving. But for us up here in Canada, that means Black Friday, and all the sales and pandemoniums and crowds crash into a Walmart door hoping to get that big screen TV. But I kind of was wondering, is Black Friday still kind of a thing? I mean, don't get me wrong, there's sales, and if you're like me, my inbox has been filled with emails from every store I have ever bought anything from online with all their sales and promotions for Black Friday, and it feels like it's not just a day, it's a week, almost a month. We know that Black Friday is happening. But I'm just kind of wondering, are you participating in Black Friday? Like, are you actually going to go out and buy something on Black Friday? Or is it just kind of a pass this year? And my feeling is it's maybe a little more subdued than it has been in past years. You know, in the past it would be hyped and crowds, everyone gathering at 6 a.m. or earlier because they got to get in the store first to get that item. And it might just be the climate we're in, and we're not going out as much, we're not shopping in store as much, we're doing a lot more online, but it just doesn't have that same feel for Black Friday. So I want to hear from you. Are you going to go buy something for Black Friday? Are you participating in it? I mean, you must have your Christmas list from your kids and your spouse and your friends and your family. Are you going to try to knock off some of those items and take advantage of some of these sales and get some of your Christmas shopping done, or some shopping for yourself? That's always okay. Or are you just going to give it a pass and go do your shopping another time? Now, I'm proud to admit that I've done most of my Christmas shopping. I have almost everything I need for my kids and for my wife. But I will admit, I am actually going to do some Black Friday shopping. But I'm actually going to do it here locally in town and hit some stores here in Collingwood. And one of the reasons is there are some stuff that I had wanted to buy from some stores here for my kids and my wife. And I looked on their website and they're having a sale for Black Friday, and I thought, hey, win-win. Shop local, get what I need, and save a few bucks. So why not? And so I will be participating in Black Friday, but nowhere to the extent that I have in the past, where I would buy tons of items. I remember going from store to store to store and to the mall, and I got to get a coat, and I got to get this gift, and I got to get shoes, and I got to get TV. None of that is happening. Just a little bit of local shopping for Black Friday. So let me know in the comments, are you participating in Black Friday? Now, Christmas is coming, and if it's anything like it is in my house, it's all about the countdown. And my kids every day the same question, how many days till Christmas? And we're counting down, we're looking at the calendar, and only 10 more days, only 9 more days, and they can't wait for Christmas to happen. And one of the ways that we count it down is Advent calendars. And these have become incredibly popular in the last few years. I mean, we've always had kind of those chocolate ones where you open each day and you get a little chocolate, but now they have toy ones, Lego ones. There's even ones for adults with tea or coffee or like really fine, good chocolate. And it seems like Advent calendars are all the rage right now as a way to count down till Christmas and get a little treat each day as well. Well, Pastor Renee joined us here in the Journey Show studio recently, and we decided to talk a little bit about Advent and what it really is, and how Advent is so much more than just a countdown or a calendar. It's about something so much greater, and how it's a really great thing to do together as a family. Well, we're here with Pastor Renee, and it's almost December, and that means Christmas time, and with Christmas comes a number of traditions and lots of stuff that families are doing, and something that a lot of families have been doing recently has kind of grown in popularity is Advent. And now for many people, when we think of Advent, we think of those kind of chocolate calendars and counting down, you get a little chocolate each day. But Advent is something that Christians have been celebrating for hundreds of years. Could you be able to explain a little bit about what Advent is?
Well, Advent, the word Advent means coming. And so Advent to our family means just looking forward to the coming of celebrating Christ's birth. And all the excitement that comes with that. And so for us, I like to find a time during our day for the days of December just to focus on that excitement and the coming of Christ, just to prepare our hearts for that celebration, because you can often get caught up in all the other things. I know this year will be a little bit different. things will be a little quieter as far as celebrations and things. But in years past, I know there was one year that we didn't do an Advent, and Christmas came, and I didn't feel ready in my heart, if that makes sense. I felt like I was just tired, and when we've sat down as a family and we've tried to do something every night, just getting ready, expecting, looking forward to celebrating the birth of Christ, I just feel different.
It's nice to take that moment, and I think Christmas can be such a hectic time, a busy time where what else do I have to get done, and to just take that time as a family for just even a few minutes just to rest and reflect on really what Christmas is all about. Maybe you've talked about how this is something you do as a family, and I know in talking with you, you've done it for a number of years. Share maybe some of the positives, some of your experience of why it is so special to do Advent together as a family.
Well, I think we probably started the year that Elizabeth turned 1. My mom had bought this Advent, and all these little ornaments that are here, they go in the boxes. And I remember reading that to her, and we would open, and she was just 1 or maybe 2, and she couldn't put those on. But we started reading through it, and it was just like one little sentence about each ornament, like the angels came, or the angels sang to the shepherds, brought the good news, just very simple. And so we started doing that, and now my kids, I think it was last year or the year before, one of them said at the end of November, "Mom, do you have our Advent ready? Do you know what we're doing this year?" So it's something we look forward to. We don't spend a lot of time. It's probably about 15 minutes. And I will say there are nights that we miss it, right? Because life happens. And I learned probably, the kids were probably 8, 7. I remember I had this book, and we had missed 4 nights. And in my mind, I said, we are catching up. And so I made them sit at the table, and I read 4 nights worth of Advent. And it was one of the most miserable experiences of my life. And that night I said, you know what, that's not what it's about. It's not about trying to do one more thing at Christmas. It's about spending time reflecting on what God has done, this plan that God prepared from the very beginning. He knew that we needed to be rescued. He had this plan in place all along, and it's just preparing us, reminding us that God kept his promise. He kept a promise that he would send a rescuer. And just getting your heart prepared and remembering so that when the day of Christmas comes and we celebrate, that's part of our focus, right?
Yeah, we did Advent, I think for the first time together as a family last year, and it was just, we do it after dinner time, and it was just a special moment to great way to close the day off, and to take some time and just think about Jesus, what Christmas is about, and just a really great time together as a family. Just say, we're going to focus on Jesus for these just a few minutes, and the kids were always excited if it was their turn to hang something or pick the thing out of the Advent, but really it was really a bonding time for us as a family around Christmas and Jesus. So families are watching this of saying, okay, we'd love to do Advent this year. What are some ways that families can participate in Advent this year?
Well, we have put together this guide. Last year we called it the Jesse Tree Advent, and the Jesse Tree is a Christmas tradition that's been around since medieval times, and so there are ornaments, and so what the Jesse Tree does, it starts with creation, and it just goes through Jesus's family tree, and we use the Jesus for the one that we have this year and last year as well. We use the Jesus Storybook Bible. And so there's just a reading for every night. Pastor Mark has also given some questions this year that you could use to ask your family and to help with some discussion. We have this guide for this year. We have them here at the Toka House. We can leave some at the cafe. You can text the church office, and I can bring one to your house. I dropped off 3 today.
Wow.
Before I came here. So, and I dropped off one yesterday, and so we have lots of families that I've had a few contact me, so I would love to drop one off at your house if you need it hand delivered.
Fantastic. Well, there's lots of ways to get the Advent, and we just encourage you as families just to do the Advent. And it's something I think about us all of us families doing the same one together. It's kind of a special thing. Mm-hmm. And again, it's all about just Jesus, the promise keeper who came to rescue us. And I think it's not about getting it done, making it, every night I got to get it done, but more about using this as an opportunity to invest in your family, and as a family, learn about what Christmas is really about, and really grow in your faith together, and that excitement of what Christmas really is about, Jesus, the rescuer, coming down for us. Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for joining us, Renee.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, there are lots of ways for you to participate in Advent this year, and we want to hear from you. Are you participating in Advent, and what are you doing for Advent? Are you going to be doing the Jesse Tree Advent calendar with the rest of Journey, or do you have one that you do every year? It's the tradition. You bring it out with all the Christmas decorations, and you've got to do this Advent calendar together as a family. Maybe you've never done it before, and you're thinking of trying it for the first time this year, or maybe you just don't want to do it, and that's okay. We want to hear from you. Are you participating in Advent, and what are you doing for Advent? Let us know. Well, we know that Christmas means kind of colder weather, and nothing is better on a cold day than maybe some hot soup or a hot drink. And one of the best places to get that in town is Journey's Blend Cafe. And maybe you haven't stopped by the cafe in a while, and so we thought we would stop by and just check out the cafe, see how it's doing, what's been going on. They've been open this entire time, ever since restaurants kind of opened back up. They've been open, so we wanted to see just what's going on at the cafe, and I'll admit, maybe encourage you to stop by for a hot drink or a lunch someday. Let's check it out.
Hey, it's probably been a while for you, so let's go in and Journey's Blend and have a coffee. Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
I am fantastic. How are you guys? I've come in for a coffee.
Is this for here or to take out?
Oh, this is for here.
All right, can I get you to read the sign and let me know if you say yes to any of those questions?
No. No diarrhea, that's good. Not feeling well, no.
All right, and your name and phone number?
My name is Dan.
And your phone number?
705-455-91. 98. Yep, perfect.
All right, and what can I get for you?
I'm going to have a decaf coffee, please, black.
All right, anything else?
No, well, other than we want to introduce Megan. Hi, Megan. This is our newest employee at Journey's Blend Cafe.
Hello.
And how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I heard it's been a little slow today.
Just a little bit, yeah.
But how was it yesterday?
Yesterday was a busy day.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had a lot of people come through the doors, and something that's really encouraging is a lot of people have been coming in and saying this is their only kind of place to get away, that they're not seeing their families because they're kind of shut in, but this is the one place that they feel they can come and kind of chat and feel safe in the environment that we have because of all the regulations that we're following, and so that's kind of cool.
Excellent. And how are you enjoying things, Megan?
I'm loving it.
You've been here 3 weeks?
About a month.
About
Yeah.
a month? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
It's
It's been fantastic. You bring a lot of joy behind the mask. It's hard to see.
I try, yes.
All right, well, thanks, guys, for giving us an update on how Journey's doing. All right, guys, and we'll see you here at Journey's Blend real soon.
Well, that's all the time we have this week for The Journey Show. If you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. That way you're not going to miss any episodes of The Journey Show or any other videos we're putting out. We actually have some new devotionals from Pastor Dan that are coming out that you will not want to miss. So hit that subscribe button. Also, write something in the comments. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you're doing for Black Friday, what you're doing for Advent, or even just what you liked about the show, or ideas for us to talk about. This is an interactive show. We want to hear from you and know what's going on in your life and what you think about everything that we've been talking about. Well, until next time, thanks for watching.